Welcome back, Savages, to another video. So in today's video we're going to be looking at a new green DEPIN project called Arkreen. So as you can see from this Medium article, Geodnet recently entered into a partnership with Arkreen. So in the picture here at the bottom you can see we've got one of these Geodnet miners and it's plugged into one of the Arkreen Smart Plugs, and the idea behind this collaboration is that the plug will collect the energy usage of the Geodnet miner, and in return you'll receive an Arkreen token as a reward. Now, one thing to mention is that the smart plugs can monitor any electrical device. It doesn't have to be just a Geodnet miner. It could be a washing machine, a dishwasher, or any electrical appliance. So as we scroll down, Arkreen, what is it? Well, it's a Web3 company which is dedicated to renewable energy and carbon reduction. Now, Geodnet, we talk about them quite a bit on the channel. They're operating to build the world's largest RTK network. So just the last section just here on the article just talks about their plug for green program and what their vision is for the future. So I've actually gone ahead and purchased one of these smart plugs. So in this video, we're going to be unboxing it and doing a power consumption test and setting it all up. So first of all, just a bit of information on the Arkreen token. This is it right here, and it can be found on the Polygon network. And this is the current token price. So to buy one of these smart plugs, you need to go to their shop, which is on the arkreen.com website. I'll leave a link in the description so you don't have to worry about that right now. But when you've got in there, you need to go to the shop right here. And on the smart plug tab, there's a number of different plug types you can choose from. To buy the plug, you just need to click on the plug type for your region and then click on buy now. Once you've done that, you've got two options for payment. You've got USDCE and USDT. And it's 129, so you can just pick your quantity right here and then click on select and then go through the checkout. There's also an option to purchase the plug using Stripe now, and if you click on there, it's $129. Just for your information, the price included delivery for me and I didn't have to pay any import taxes, so that was a real bonus. One great thing I've never seen any other crypto project do is they actually created an onboarding group in Discord. And in there, they actually published my shipping information and any other information that I needed to actually set up the device when I get it. So well done to Arkreen on that. I've never seen any other crypto project do that. Now, in terms of delivery time, it does say on here 6 to 8 weeks, but I actually received this plug within 3 weeks of ordering. So again, well done to the project. So just something to mention about in terms of doxing of the project team. There's a few players on that team that I'm aware of from other DEPINs that I've been involved with. So it's reassuring to know that some of the same familiar faces are heading up a project like this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go and do an unboxing. So here we are at the unboxing. Just a couple of words about the packaging. It comes in a nice sturdy box, which is good to see. You've got some bubble wrap protecting the smart plug, and you've also got some foam inserts as well, which is nice to see. So in the package, you've got two boxes which are separate. The first one is going to be the plug itself, and the second one is the gateway that it connects to. So let's go ahead and unbox the plug first. So this is the plug. First thing you see is a quick start guide for the plug. That's got my particular plug type as well, which is good to see. So I've got some safety instructions and some technical specs right there. And then you've got an introduction, how to reset it, and a quick get started guide right there. So in the box, you get the plug. It's got the right plug type, which is nice. It's got the Arkreen logo embossed on it as well. It's got a nice glossy finish to it. And you know what? It's got a really good build quality. Quite impressed with that. There's a button just here on the left-hand side, on the bottom, right there. That could be some kind of a reset. I'm not really sure at this point. But yeah, looks quite good. So that's all you need for that plug. And that'll just plug into your main socket with the appliance plugging into this bit here. So then the plug talks to the gateway, which is in this box here. And this is a Zigbee Wi-Fi gateway. So these are the instructions in the start guide. Safety handling, some tech specs right there, and a little welcome. And then on this side, getting to know your device, how to reset it, get started, and some FAQs there at the bottom as well. In this box you get a USB cable, which is USB-A to micro USB. You get the gateway itself. Now the gateway's got two buttons on it. There's a bigger Z button and there's a smaller button right there with a Wi-Fi symbol on it. Again, it's got that Arkreen embossed on there as well. On the left hand side there's nothing. On the right hand side there's a little pinhole just here, possibly for resetting it. Nothing on the top. On the bottom is where you would plug that USB cable into to power it. And this is the adapter for the gateway. Again, it's the same type that I selected at checkout, and the USB cable just plugged into there. So while we've got this all out, we might as well do the power consumption of both of these units before the setup. Let's go. So we've got our power monitor right here. We're going to plug the smart plug in and let's see how much consumption it's got. Okay, so when you plug it in, first of all, it's got a flashing red LED just here on the bottom left. That'll presumably be something to do with the pairing, but we're not going to do that just now. Just want to see how much wattage this uses. So we'll give it a couple of seconds to stabilize, but it doesn't look like it's going and using any watts. So that's great to see. So while this has got no appliance plugged into it, on standby the smart plug is not using any power whatsoever. Okay, so next up, let's try the gateway. So when you plug it in, you do get like a flashing circle around the larger button right there to pair it. And just on standby, when it's not in use, we're getting about 0.1 watts of power. So the next part is to set it up. So the first thing you do on your mobile phone is head to your Play Store or your Apple Store and download an app called Smart Owen. So when you open the app for the first time, you're going to need to sign up for an account. So just go ahead and click sign up. Enter the details including a verification code, set a password and sign up. So when you're signing up for it, I did notice one problem, and it wasn't accepting an email address. So what I did was I ended up using my mobile phone number instead for the username. So if you have the same problem with it not sending a verification code to your email, try it with a mobile phone. Anyway, once you've done that and signed up, you can get to this screen right here called the gateway list. So in there we're going to go ahead and click the plus button. So in here you get a list of devices. Well, the one according to our instruction manual is this one right here. So it's the second one in the list. We're going to go ahead and pick that. And then you get a configuration wizard. You get a little pop-up that says, do you want to allow it to find Bluetooth devices? Click on allow. So on the wizard it says power on the gateway and make sure that the indicator is flashing in purple slowly. Yep, it's doing that. If the indicator is flashing fast, then you need to press the Wi-Fi button. We don't need to do that. So we're going to click on next. So on this screen it says enter the name and the password of your home Wi-Fi network, but it does say bear in mind it doesn't support 5G Wi-Fi hotspots. So I'm going to go and do that now. So we've put those details in. It's just going to ask for a pairing request with your Bluetooth. It's done the scanning gateway, it's done the configuration. It's now going to bind the gateway. So we've got a slow flashing blue LED ring on the gateway. That now means we're ready to accept pairing the plug. Okay, I want to give you another tip. If you're having problems binding the gateway to the app and it crashes out, another way you can do it is by clicking on the configuration wizard and clicking on others. Because when you do that, you can actually click on scan the QR code, which is on the back of this gateway, and it'll definitely work that way, because I had a few problems as well. So if it doesn't work, scan the QR code and it should then add the gateway to your list. So the next bit we're going to do is add the smart plug to the gateway, and the way you do that is in the gateway list, click your gateway, then go to add devices. So once you've clicked on add new device, it should automatically connect to the plug and add it to the list. When you've successfully paired them, you'll see that the blue LED has stopped flashing and is a solid blue colour, and likewise on the smart plug, if I just turn it up, that flashing red LED at the bottom there has gone solid as well. So they're both connected. Now if I move over to the plug, you'll now see that we've got a couple of menu items right there, and it looks like it's picked up the plug and you've got on, off, buttons on there as well. I can hear it click. When you put it to on, the LED turns green. You can see it just here at the bottom. Turn it to off. Oops. When you turn it off, the red LED comes on as well. So that's really good to see as well. And you've got a power meter right there as well. I haven't got anything plugged into it just yet, but I'll plug something in right now. Let's see how it works. So I've got a battery charger just plugged into this just here at the bottom. So I'm going to go back and put it on. Let's flick to the next screen. And you can see there's a reading right there. 0.06 kilowatts. So it does look like it's working, and it's moving as well in real time. So that's really good. If you click on history, you'll be able to see a chart as it progresses. So yeah, very cool. If you scroll to the left, there's another menu with a few more options. You can give the plug a name. Cool. Oh great, you can set up a schedule as well. So if you want to set up a timer situation where you switch something on and off, you can do that. And I guess that's just to give it an icon as to what device you've got plugged into it, which is pretty cool as well. Let's go with an iron. And it just changes the icon on your plug just here. So in order to get the rewards, you must have something plugged into this smart plug at all times, otherwise you won't get any rewards. So another quick check on the power consumption. With it all connected up and configured, the gateway is still only using about a watt of power, which is pretty good. So the final piece of the puzzle to basically connect up your plug to the crypto components of this project is you need to send them the serial number, like this, of the plug and the gateway back to the onboarding group. And what they'll do then is attach this to your wallet and dashboard. So once the onboarding team have attached your smart plug to the dashboard, you should be able to go to the console, click on the smart plug tab just here, and you should start seeing earnings coming through here. So just looking at the graph right here for daily earnings per day, I'm getting around about 500 AKRE tokens per day. And the reason for that is generally you would only get 30 AKRE per day, but because there's less than 1,000 devices currently on the network, they're giving you like a bonus 500 AKRE tokens per day, so which is nice to see. Now the green line just below here, I'm not going to cover that in the video today, but that's called offset rewards. So you can actually offset your electricity usage by using a different token called ART, and you get rewarded for that, but that's a video for another day. So in terms of how much this is worth daily, let's just go and have a look at the token price. So at the time of this video, the Arkreen token's worth 0.001 USD. So if we're getting around about 500 AKRE per day, it equates to about 65 cents per day, which isn't too bad. So let's just say we lost the bonus entirely, which I don't think we will, because you'll still be sharing some of the reward pool. But say if it went down to 30, you'd be looking at about 4 cents a day. Now the smart plug is only one small part of the entire Arkreen ecosystem. It's absolutely huge. With the earnings that you get, you can do things like simple staking, where you can get 180 day and you get an APR of around about 9%. There's a 90-day one, 60-day, 30-day, and you can stake with different tokens. Now this is just Arkreen staking, but you can also do ART staking, which is the one for the offset rewards. If you go to the shop tab, there's various other aspects of this project you can get involved with. You can buy, for example, a remote miner. You can also integrate your own solar panels into the network. Obviously, we've covered the smart plug as well. And sometimes there's other remote systems you can get involved as well, such as Remote Miner Pro and REC RWA. So there you go, savages. There's so much more to the Arkreen ecosystem. In this video, I just wanted to cover the smart plug and how to set it up and get it on board. I hope you like this video. If there's any questions, please ask them in the comment section below. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go to the project and get yourself on board and buy one of these smart plugs. I think it's a great way of monitoring energy, and obviously they've partnered with Geodnet, so that's a really good thing. Please like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you savages on the next one.